Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back for some science. Today, because we're so close to Halloween, we are going to focus on pumpkin science. Now, we've been doing a lot with our pumpkins. We've been studying them. We've been looking at them, observing, and making predictions. And today we're going to do something very much the same. We're going to make some predictions about our pumpkin. So, everybody should have a paper like this. Pumpkin investigation. We're going to, first off, make a prediction. What's inside of this pumpkin? I think we all know the answer to that. Girls, what's inside this pumpkin?
Seeds.
Seeds. So we're going to make a prediction of how many seeds we think are inside this pumpkin. So we'll look at the size of the pumpkin. It's not very big, but it still has seeds inside. So the first thing you're going to do is write down how many seeds do you think are inside the pumpkin. The next thing is, you notice this big old tub of water I have here? We are going to predict whether the pumpkin will sink or float. Now, think about what we've been doing in science with air. You probably know what's going to happen with this pumpkin when we put it in the water. So go ahead and make your prediction. Do you think the pumpkin is going to sink or float? Circle either sink or float. Okay. Are you ready? You ready, girls? Okay. All right. Let go.
It floats.
It's floating. Look at that pumpkin floating around in there.
Floating.
How is it floating? Boys and girls, what's inside that pumpkin besides seeds?
Air.
That's right.
Air.
It's the air inside that
There's
makes
also
it
that yucky
float.
stuff.
Yeah, there's the pulp too, but it's also surrounded with all that air and it's making it float. Very good.
I'll pop it back in.
Okay, actually we can take it out because we're ready for step 2 of our investigation.
Step
Riley, you
2.
want to grab a towel so we can dry it off a little bit?
Yes.
And then Parker, let me move this tub of water out of our way.
We need a knife.
And we're gonna need a big knife. Okay.
I just.
Oh, paper towels, that'll work.
We're gonna need a big knife.
Okay.
Look.
So I'm gonna dry this off and we're ready to find out how many seeds are inside the pumpkin. Now, girls, do you wanna make a prediction? Parker, how many seeds do you think are inside the pumpkin?
50.
Parker?
100.
Which one do you wanna go with?
50.
50. So Parker thinks 50. Riley, how many do you think?
100.
Riley thinks 100. Now, when you're carving your jack-o'-lantern, you want to be really careful and you cut around the top, but I'm not going to turn this into a jack-o'-lantern, so I'm not even going to be careful. I'm just going to cut this pumpkin
Yay.
in half.
Whee! That made a weird noise.
So I've cut it in half and
That's a lot.
look at those seeds, girls. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. The girls are going to start pulling seeds out, and we're going to use our 10 frame map. And what we're going to do is we will put 10. Be very careful. Not with a sharp knife. You can get a spoon. We're going to put 10 seeds in every square so that we can count by tens. So here we can start putting them on a square.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
7, 8, 9.
So one more for that square.
One more.
There we go. That spoon's working real good. So you have 10 in that square? Okay, so now let's
go
get a spoon and we'll count for the next square. So far, we already have 10 seeds. We filled up one of our squares. So now we're going to start on the next square. Yeah, it's kind of goopy.
It's gonna be yucky.
3, 4, 5,
Oh,
6,
need a lot of
7,
I need a knife because
8, 9, 10. What are you trying to do?
I need.
All you need is the seeds. We're not worried about the pulp, just the seeds.
I know. I'm trying to get this.
There you go. So now start counting the seeds. We have 2 squares filled with 10 seeds already.
You can. I'll get them out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh, that's a lot of seeds.
7, 8, 9, 10. So boys and girls, you saw the sink or float. So now you can circle whether or not your pumpkin actually floated or sunk. It floated. So you know whether your prediction was right or wrong. Now while the girls are filling up their squares and counting their seeds, see if you can get a grown-up to help you cut your pumpkin so that you can start counting your seeds onto your 10 frame.
That's just so you don't cut yourself.
Right. Let's see, what do we have? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
No, it's past
There's lots of
50.
hoop. It's past 50, so Parker's
It's not
prediction was a
50.
little bit off. How many did you say, Riley?
It said 100.
Okay, let's see.
So let's see if it's 100.
1, 2, 4,
Well, I'm 100.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's see. So far, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 7. So count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So far, we're getting close. We might go past 100, boys and girls. There's a lot of seeds in this little pumpkin. Let's see. 1, 2, 3,
I hate this job. This is disgusting. I hate this.
8, 10.
Ew.
Oh, we've got 80, 90, and there's a lot more. We're going to go past 100, boys and girls.
No.
2, 3,
Ew, this is so disgusting.
7,
This is disgusting. Help
9,
me.
10. It's fine. You just need the seeds. Oh my goodness. We've already reached 100, boys and girls.
What do we do?
So what we're going to do, once you reach 100, you can take your pile of 100. So what I'm going to do, we have filled our first 10 frame. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to make a pile. I have just a tablecloth, a vinyl tablecloth, so it can't hurt my table at all. And I'm going to wipe that off. So now I know I have 100. So we're going to start filling our 10 frame again and see how many more we have. Is there 10 there, babe? You get 10?
Two more.
Okay.
1 seed.
4.
Parker, do not add to my seed pile.
5, 6, 7,
2.
8, 9, 10.
3.
Oh my
4.
goodness.
It's
Do you think we'll get to
almost
200? 200 in this one little pumpkin? That would be a lot of seeds. I can't wait to find out how many we
I
get.
think there will be
No.
150 over
Let's
my
see.
estimate.
It would be.
A seed fell on my foot.
Oh, pick it up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're at 10, 20, 30, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
50. Here we go. Counting, counting, counting.
50, 60.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. 10. 70. 70. We reached 70.
Wait, I think we forgot that. So now go ahead, Parker. 80.
1, 2, 3,
We're at 180.
5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10.
There's one right there.
Huh?
And there's one right
I
there.
only have 9 in my hand.
How many do you have?
I don't know.
Count them again, baby. Count them.
Okay, Parker, here. Here's the.
There's 10.
There's 10. 1,
There's 10. So we're at 190.
3. I see 1, 4.
There's one right there too.
5, 6.
I can't wait to find out.
7, 8, 9, 10.
10.
This
So
is
we made it
10.
to 200.
200.
And then what do you have there? One more?
I have 3 more.
Oh, and then here's 2
And
more.
then there's 4.
And then there was one more.
5.
5. We made it.
No,
to-
I found more.
Oh my goodness. 5, 6, 7, 8.
I found
200.
one more. No.
9.
Mix. I found
Two.
one more.
You got one more?
I think. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Those ones we won't count because those are only just
I
these
know.
little
I just
slivers.
thought it was
Okay,
6,
209 seeds
7,
in our
8,
pumpkin.
7. And it takes a lot of messies.
It's messy, so you're gonna need some paper
Oh,
towels.
there's 10 more. I found the 10 more.
You found the 10, so
10 more.
210.
200.
210.
213.
213.
There's 3 left.
3 left. 213 is our final count in our little pumpkin. So count how many seeds are in your pumpkin. I think my little pumpkin might have been a little bit bigger than yours. But I don't know if the size makes a difference. I wonder how many seeds are in those big pumpkins that we carved for Halloween. Oh my goodness gracious.
I think those will be more disgusting.
Okay, so now, boys and girls, once you get all cleaned up from your investigation, you get to write. Okay, you get to write about what you learned during the pumpkin investigation. What did you learn about the pumpkin? What did you learn about the pumpkin in the water? What did you learn about what's inside the pumpkin? Okay, this was a fun one, boys and girls. Thanks for joining us.